Namaste, everyone.
Namaste.
Welcome. Namaste. Welcome. And wish you all, first of all, happy Guru Purnima. Let us remember all our gurus, be it our teachers at school, our parents, and also the great lineage of rishis from whom we have learnt and inherited our culture, our rituals, our worship, everything that we are very proud of, our heritage. So wish you all once again a happy Guru Purnima. If you can unmute and wish each other a happy Guru Purnima, that will be great.
So,
You can please unmute.
yeah, best wishes on Guru Purnima to everyone from my side.
Namaste Samriddhan. Happy Guru Purnima.
Good Purnima for everyone.
Namaste Ananda Shankaran. Happy Guru Purnima. Okay, Aditya Bansal. Namaste. Are you there?
There. Happy Guru Purnima.
Happy Guru Purnima. Mahesh Gopalan. If you can please. Yes. Happy Guru Purnima to you. Namaste. Is Kabir there? Kabir, are you around? I think he stepped away. All right. Okay. So welcome once again. And I hope you remember why we are here. We are here to explore about architecture, Indian architecture, that are especially about temples through Lego. So we have with us once again Guruji joining us all the way from Germany. So he and his son Dhruv have spent a lot of time building models of Indian temples through Lego, and they are here to share their wisdom about Indian architecture through the models that they have built. So I request all of you to stay engaged. Guruji won't let you go without a lot of questions. So please be prepared to interact and engage with him. And on that note, I invite Guruji to take over the session. Over to you.
Thank you, Srihari. Hello, everyone. Hi, kids. Today, we will have a very special session. You know why? You will help me build the temple. Okay. So I will show you. First of all, what is a temple known as in Sanskrit or Indian languages? Samruddhan, you are on mute.
Yep.
So what is a temple known as?
Me?
Huh?
Me? Did you asking me?
Yes,
Yeah, you can
Samriddhan. Go
answer.
ahead.
Yeah.
I don't build temples in Europe.
See,
No.
Guruji is asking, what is a temple?
In Indian word, Indian languages, how do you call a temple? It's known by many languages, the words in many languages. So in Sanskrit, it is commonly known as Devasthanam or Kshetram. It's also called as Mandir in Hindi and Kovil in Tamil. So the right word for the temple is not an Indian word at all. It does not give the right meaning. So we need to refer to this as Devasthanam or Kshetra. What is the Kshetra? Kshetra is a location. Location of what? Pranic energy. Okay, so that is where usually temple is located or a Kshetra is located. So what makes a Kshetra special the way it is because it is structured in such a way that it is transferring or capturing pranic energy, and we can experience it when we go to the Kshetra. Okay, so now today let's move over to the Kshetra itself. What I have done so far is just keep all the various. Yeah, can you see now? Okay, so what does it look like? It looks like the layout of a temple. Okay, so what does this temple layout have to do with Indian architecture? It is placed or structured like how energy is flowing in the universe and across our Bhuloka. Okay, so every temple, this is usually the plan or the layout of a temple. So here I request Sri Hari to share the, Vastu Purusha. Can you bring it up, Sri Hari?
Yeah, in a minute. Just give me.
Okay. Yeah. So the Vastu Shastra indicates what should be where in each temple or even a house or a school or a Gurukula or any structure. So the Vastu is where Vayu is present and how it should be located. So Vastu Shastra is indicating what should be where. As you can see, the entire energy flow of this temple is from northeast to the southwest. So this is the northeast corner and the energy flow is from here to the southwest. Okay, so according to this, the architects of our kshetras, they have given a layout. So now you can maybe stop sharing the screen. Okay, so today what we are going to see is a Ganapati temple built in South Indian or Dravida style and also especially Hoysala architecture. Okay, the Gopura you will see. But now what is important is this is east and this is west. So everything is aligned from east to west. And as I said, northeast to southwest is how energy is aligned. So usually in the northeast corner of the temple, we have something called as Pushkarni or a pond or a well. So this is where water gets collected, rainwater gets collected, and it is used in the temple for various purposes. Okay, so this is the northeast corner. And as you move towards the southwest, you will see that all the heavy stuff of the temple, like equipments, the money that is collected is accumulated in this place. Okay, so all these heavy stuff and activities are done in the southwest corner of the temple. So this is east, west, north, and south. So what is there in the southeast? This is northeast, where we have water getting collected, and what is there in the southeast is usually the kitchen. So now what we will do is we can shift to the mode of building it together. Let me know if you can see clearly.
Yes, Guruji, very clear.
So first of all, what we will have now is the Gopuram. Gopura or Gopuram. So what is this special? What is special about the Gopuram? It is something that is having two syllables, Go and Pura. Go means the horn of a cow, and Pura is the entire vicinity or the place that is located within the Gopuram, within the horns of a cow. So we think that we are entering a loka, a separate place which is covered by the Gopuram. So Gopura is usually used to signify the entrance to any kshetra or even some cities. If you go to Srirangam, you will see that the city is inside the temple. And also the beginning or the start of the city is marked by the massive Raja Gopuram. Okay, so you can see that this Gopuram is something that is marking the entrance. Just for visibility, we'll keep it aside for now. And as you go inside, now, Srihari, can you bring up the other one regarding temple architecture?
Sure, just a minute.
Okay. Anyone, is everyone with me, kids? Now I will ask you, okay? Okay, so what you see right now in the image is the Gopuram, what we saw, which is marking the entrance of the temple, and each element in the temple is placed according to how the energy points are located inside a human body. Okay, so it starts from Mooladhara Chakra, where we have the Dhvajastambham, and so on. So we will go one by one and see where each of these elements are located. Okay, all right. So now let's come back. What was the first element that we saw? It was the Dhvajastambham. So what is the Dhvajastambha? Have you noticed anywhere when you went to a temple recently?
Yes.
What is it? What is a Dhvajastambham? Somebody said, go ahead, take a guess. Dhvajastambha is usually built to signify the rise of human consciousness from ignorance to knowledge. Okay, and usually it has 3 lamp posts like this, and this is pointed towards the Garbhagriha or Garbhagudi. Okay, right after the Dhvajastambha, you will notice that there is a small place called Bali Peetham. So what is this Bali Peetham? And that is also kept right next to the Dhvajastambha. Okay, so what is this Bali Peetham? Bali Peetham indicates a small place or a stone on which we place our hands and say that from today, I'm going to sacrifice some of my tamasic nature. That means I will give away some bad habit, some bad decision, some bad lifestyle. So we offer what is not desirable in us on the Bali Peetham and then proceed. So right after the Bali Peetham, usually depending on the god or the deva or devata that is there in the temple, the Vahana is placed. So which is the Vahana that you're seeing right now? Can you identify it?
It's a mouse.
Very good, thank you. Okay, after the Vahana comes the Mantapam. Mantapam I have slightly moved in this case because of space and also how easily we can show and make it open, okay? So the Mantapam is usually the place where all the Veda Ghoshanas, rituals and everything is performed. So we have a nice Mantapa here in which we can also ask someone to sit and sing a song. Okay, right. So after the Mantapam, we have the main place that is Garbhagriha or Garbhagudi. Are you following, kids? Okay, so once we have the Garbhagriha or the Garbhagudi, next comes the Vigraha itself. So here you see, this is the Vigraha or Murti of Ganesha, Ekadanta or Vakratunda, and he also has Modak in one hand and a Prasad or food in the other. There is also Janayu or the sacred thread, Nama, and feet of an elephant, of a human being. So we can now place Ganesha into the Garbhagriha. All right. And did you also notice that all these are in a single line or a straight line, right from the Dhvajastambha, Bali Peetha, Vahana to Garbhagudi or Garbhagriha. And then inside the Garbhagriha, usually perform Abhishekam. So once Abhisheka is done, there is a small Kalyani to take out all the water, milk, Panchamrita, and so on. So that comes and falls into a small pond next to the Garbhagudi. And then now let's come to the other aspects. Ganesha needs food, so let's offer him some Naivedya. A banana, okay? And then some flowers and gharke, that is grass. And now we can also offer Mangalarati. Okay. Right. And now let us move on to other aspects of the temple. So here you see there is also a Yajna Kunda or a Homa Kunda. Homa Kunda is the place where all the Homa, Yajna, etc. are performed according to the time and necessity. So there is also a Rishi with the Rishi Danda who is there to perform the Yajna. And there is also a person offering wood or samit for the Yajna. Okay. Now, once that is done, every temple you've been to, you might have seen a hundi, right? So let us place the hundi over here. And this is the pada. Sorry. And then we also have usually a herbal plant, that is tulasi, in every temple. So that's located in a particular place or a northern direction. And then we have, coming to the Agni Mule, that is the kitchen. And here you see always the fire is facing east. And then we also have something called as a Navagraha. So Navagraha, this is a very small one, but when you go to the temple, you will see that it's a location in itself. So here you have the sun, Namah Suryaya, Chandraya, Mangalaya, Budhaya cha. Guruhu, Guruhu, Shukra, Shanibhyascha, Rahuve, Ketuve, Namaha. So Namah Surya, Chandra, Mangala, Buddha, Guru, Shukra, Shani, Rahu, Ketu. So all these Navagrahas with their respective colors are also located in the temple. And Surya is always facing north. So let us place the Surya over here. And then we have some final elements. Now you need to tell me, what do you think this could be? Go ahead, take a guess, kids. Someone that is flying with a gadha in one hand and a mountain or a parvata in the other hand. Who could this be?
Hanuman.
Hanuman.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, so usually there is also a small gudi or a place where we go and worship Hanuman in every temple. Right? So he comes over here. Now you can see that the temple is almost complete. Okay, now let us place the gopura. Okay, right. So now we have completed the Ganesha temple. Shall we have a look now? How does it feel when it is completed? Okay. One moment. All right. So this is what went into the construction of the Ganesha temple, and it took nearly 3 or 4 months by us to build it the first time. And all the rangoli or the decoration that you see was done by my wife. And many of the small things, or even some intricate things like the flowers and tulsi katte, all these were done by Dhruv. Right now they are in Mysore and I'm here in Germany, and I'm showing you what a teamwork it was and all the information that we gained from the books and some really nice YouTube videos helped us to complete this fantastic Ganesha temple with all the architectural elements in place. Okay, so you want to ask anything about the temple, kids? Okay. I think Srihari, now we can move to the next part of the discussion, right?
Sure. Yes, Guruji.
Okay, fine. So
Aditya
here
Bansal has raised his hand. I think he wants to share something.
please, yes.
Namaste, Guruji. Namaste. I have a question.
Mhm.
So I want to make a model like this too of some famous temple in India. So like, how can I start? How can I start simple so I can also make such Lego models?
You can start by making smaller elements of the temple, individual parts of it. Okay, that is one suggestion I would have. And also, depending on the temple itself, don't worry about the color. Start with any set of colors or bricks or parts that you have. Try to build an approximate shape, and then you can improvise by bringing in the right colors. But
Okay.
I can say that Indian architecture is really complex and it's a vast subject in itself. So you can choose simple structures so that you can build your confidence and improvise as you go.
Okay. Do you have any like suggestions for which ones I can start with?
You can start with, I think, the temples that are found in Kerala or South India, especially Kerala or coastal side like Guruvayur, Dharmasthala, those kind of gopurams you can make. I can also show you if needed right now.
Yeah. Could
Okay,
you
just
please?
hold. Yeah, I can get it. Just give me a second. So this is the other gopuram that I have made. What you would see at Guruvayur.
Okay.
Does it look familiar?
Yes, it does look a bit familiar. I've seen pictures of it.
Okay. Yeah. So this was, I would not say this was easy at all, but
Okay.
this was also much more straightforward because in that region, there is a lot of rainfall. So the architecture is influenced by how to handle the rainfall.
Okay.
That's why you see the gopuras are all like this. So this you can try. And I think you might have seen, right? Avyukt, the other kid who attended the session, he's also made miniature models.
Okay. No, I wasn't there.
Okay. Yeah, so that would be a good start. Start making miniature models. It doesn't need to be perfect or big or massive right from the beginning.
Okay.
You can always improve it or change things in it.
Okay.
Okay, but it's also good to read up a little bit so that you
Okay.
understand what is what. And even if you see here in this temple, the gap between here to here, the Dvajastambha and the Balipita and the Vahana and the Mantapa and the Garbhagudi, all these are predetermined, meaning it's not a random placement. So if you understand these things, it will be a much better experience in building the temple.
Okay, and do you have like any suggestion for how I can collect these Legos to build the models?
Oh, it's a long process because Lego doesn't make parts for Indian temples, especially, right? So it was a case of mix and match. So, for example, you see here, this part we collected from the Lego stores, and this is coming from another set where they were, Lego City
Okay.
skew kind of set. That's where we found the fire elements. And then this is how we made it. It was really tough. Then we realized that most of Lego or most of anything that you find as toys, it is not meant to signify anything about Indian architecture or culture.
Right.
Okay, that is where you realize you need to make your own.
Right.
Isn't it a good inspiration? If they don't make it,
Yeah, it
we will
really
make
is.
our own.
It is. Thank you, Guruji.
No problem. You're welcome. We can also keep in touch with more sessions like this. So you can
Definitely.
show me your progress also. I'll be very happy to see.
Definitely, yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else?
I think we can proceed, Guruji. No
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. So let us come to the other part of today's discussion, that is symbolism of Ganesha. What exactly does Ganesha signify to you, kids? You need to answer now. Okay, I will not answer. I want to understand from you. What does Ganesha signify? Why is he with a human body and the head of an elephant?
Yes, Aditya, go ahead.
Ganesha signifies knowledge and like to start something.
Okay.
Palaksh, would you like to go? Thank you, Aditya. Palaksh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so what do you understand by the form of Ganesha? What can you understand from his elephant face, head, but human body?
Don't make different anyone. Everyone is same.
Everyone is same. Okay.
If
Okay.
they don't have anyone part of body, so they are not different from us.
Okay. Thank you, Palaksh. Kabir,
Okay.
what are your ideas?
I would say I prayed Ganesha before starting for everything. Like before starting a drawing, sometimes I use Ganesha. Before starting anything, I pray to Ganesha. But there's a story behind why did he get the elephant head. So it's like Parvati makes a sculpture, and then Shiva, she brings it to life, and then Shiva kills it, and then she told it's her son, and then he had to get. He told his disciples to go get any head that they get in the first, and then he placed it on the human body. That's why there's a Ganesha. That's why there's elephant head.
Okay.
But why only elephant? Why not a human being?
Because they found an elephant right in front of them.
Yeah.
So that's why Shiva don't get whatever head that you see in front of you. They found an elephant, so they took the head of that and they gave it to Shiva.
Right. As one main reason why the elephant was also chosen is if you compare the nature of a human being to that of an elephant. How is the elephant different to a human being is that it does not have the mind of a human being, but equally intelligent.
Yeah.
Okay, so our human mind can make us do many things that we don't want to with attachment, laziness, and so on. That is why we look at Ganesha as a symbol of human body with all the capabilities and the intelligence of an elephant without the problems of a human mind. That is why we see an elephant's head, right?
Correct.
And what is meant by this Ekadanta? Why couldn't they show it perfect?
I think he wrote Mahabharata with one of his teeth.
Okay. Anyone else? What exactly is meant by Ekadanta or Vakratunda? One danta is broken.
Aditya.
Yes, Aditya.
So when Vedvyas first composed the Mahabharata, he came to Lord Ganesha for help to write it. And Lord Ganesha agreed to write it on the condition if Vedvyas can recite the whole Mahabharata without pausing even once. And Vedvyas ji had another condition for Ganesha, and he said that that's only if you can write it without stopping. And Ganesha accepted Vedvyas's condition and to write it to signify how like he was very diligent in his writing. He broke off one of his teeth and he wrote the whole Mahabharata with that. And from that day on, he became the like Lord of Knowledge and also became called Ekadant because he only had one tooth left.
Wonderful. Super. Thank you. And on top of this story or this awareness, how Ganesha became Ekadanta, it is also to signify that we can be imperfect. Okay, we can be incomplete or imperfect. Nothing needs to be perfect or looking spick and span, right? So we can be imperfect with something broken, something wrinkled, etc. So that is also the symbolic meaning of why we are looking at Ganesha with Ekadanta or Vakratunda. Okay. And what else do you see with Ganesha? Now, let me ask a very interesting question. Why do you go to a Devasthanam or a temple or a kshetra? Why do you go to see something with a human body and an elephant's head in a place like this? Why do you go to a temple? Yes, go ahead, Aditya.
To gain God's blessing.
Okay. Anyone? Kabir? Samriddhan? Palaksh?
Even
Why
I
do you
had
go
the
to
same
a temple?
answer to gain God's blessing. No idea.
Huh?
No idea.
No idea. No problem. And Palaksh? Why would you go to a temple? What is there when you go to a Devasthanam or a temple? Usually there is someone, right? There is a Deva or a Devata or a Devi in any temple. Correct? And as we just saw, it is not just the idol or the murti of some Devata. It is actually an entire configuration of many things like Dvajastamba, Balipitham, Vahanam, Mantapam, and Garbhagudi. So all these are showing the energy points in a human body. So when we go to a temple, we are actually going there to look at a reflection of ourselves. Isn't it? We are going there to see a reflection of ourselves. So when we look at any Vigraha, like if you see Ganesha now, Ganesha is looking back at you. Ganesha is not looking at somebody else, right? So we are going there to see a reflection of ourselves and to see how wonderful we are and to say thank you and come back. Right? So this is why every temple is made like this in a way that you feel the energy and you go there and see a reflection of yourself. Okay. All right. Any other aspect you wanted to share, ask, kids?
No.
Okay. So with this, shall we end today's session, Srihari? What do you say?
Sure. I think it was quite interesting to discover and explore the temple architecture with the directions. I feel we should do a couple more of sessions just for the temple architecture, Guruji, to
Okay.
understand a little more deeper. And maybe if the children can write as they do the session with the direction, what comes where, we
Okay.
could maybe do that. So this was a good primer, like an intro session, but we could build on this, I feel, and that would be really interesting.
Okay.
And as Aditya said, maybe if we can do a build along with basic, maybe one element at a time, that could also be a good way forward, I felt. But today, the symbolism of Ganesha also was very nice, along with the temple architecture. So it really felt good. Thank you once again, Guruji.
Yeah, Kabir wants to ask something, I
Yes,
think.
yes. Go ahead, Kabir.
Namaste. I had like a suggestion that maybe you can like send parts of photos of Lego bricks, and whoever has them can they can bring them, and you can make small temples or miniature models with that.
That's a really good idea. Okay. Fine, I can do that. I think I'll send it to Srihari before each session, so we can bring those if we have.
Because I have a lot of Legos.
Huh?
I have a lot of Legos, so I can collect those parts and I can cut.
That's a really good idea. We'll do that, okay?
Yeah.
I will share next time. Yes, Samruddhan.
And like that, did you build it with the book or like your dream?
No, we didn't build it with the book. We read the book, studied it, and also saw many videos, images, websites. It's not so easy to find information on Indian architecture. Okay, so it was a collection of all these snippets of knowledge, and also through our childhood. I remember going to Belur Chennakeshava, Brihadishwara, and several other temples, even Srirangam, Madurai Meenakshi. So having gone there, keeping those small details in my mind, that is what led to this kind of a project.
Photos of these.
For the?
Can I have the photos of these?
You want photos of these? Yeah, I can share. Okay, yes, Aditya.
Namaste, Guruji. Could you please tell the name of the temple which you used for the other more basic model?
This one, you mean?
Yes, that one.
Guruvayur.
Guruvayur.
Yeah, Guruvayur in Kerala. It's the temple for Krishna.
Krishna. The deity there is Guruvayurappan.
Yeah.
You can find out Guruvayur. You can check it out, Aditya.
Okay, thank
It's a
you.
very famous temple in the south. Next time you visit India, you can.
Yeah, definitely.
Where are you located, Aditya?
I'm from Delhi, but sometimes we go to religious places in India.
Okay.
But where are you staying now? Aren't you in Dubai?
Yes, I'm in Dubai.
Okay. Then you can go to the new temple, right? Swaminarayan temple.
Yeah, we went there.
Have you been there?
Very nice. Yes, we went there. It's very nice.
Okay. Yeah, so that architecture is completely different to the Gopura that you find in South India, right? You see the difference?
Yes,
Usually,
it's a bit different.
Gopura itself is not there in the temples of North India. It is called Nagara architecture. Okay, so what you see here is called Dravida architecture. So there are two main categories. Okay, and in Nagara architecture, you will see that the Garbhagudi is the tallest and the biggest structure. But in case of South Indian temples, usually the Gopuram is the biggest structure, and Garbhagudi is usually shorter than this.
Okay.
You see how
Yeah.
different they are, but still signify. And one more thing is, even in the temples of whichever devata we are going to, so here it is Ganesha related to Shiva, right?
Yeah.
Shiva temples usually have the Navagraha also. But if you go to
Okay.
temples, you will not find the Navagraha. Also with Swaminarayan, because
So hard to
we
read.
think when we go to Vishnu, complete surrender is sufficient. So
Yeah.
worshipping other deities or graha is not necessary. And the architecture is also different. Okay.
So the
So this
architecture is linked to the history of the place and the god.
very much true. Yes, fully agree. And also each kingdom that made the temple. So in Karnataka, so many temples are built on the Hoysala architecture. And also Krishna Devaraya, that is Vijayanagar Samrajya. Okay, if you go to Tamil Nadu, you can see temples from many eras. So many different centuries. So last time we saw Brihadishwara built by Rajaraja Chola. And then there were many others. And many were also rebuilt.
Okay, so
Many
it's
were
very
also
vast.
Yes.
To a lot. Thank you, Guruji.
Also, Aditya, did you see the new Ayodhya temple?
No, actually, we haven't been there yet, but we might be going.
Okay, but have you at least seen the picture?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So which style? Is it Dravidian architecture or Nagara?
I like from my first impressions, I thought it's Nagara because they didn't have the original first gateway for it. So that's what
correct. Very good.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So now you have a ready method to identify what style of temple it is when you go to one, isn't it? So that's nice, Aditya. Very
Yeah.
nice.
Thank you.
Super. I think Kia wanted to say something, no? No?
No.
Okay. All right.
Wonderful. I think this was very nice, Guruji, and I look forward to the next session.
Thanks, Srihari,
Thank you. Thank
for
you.
organizing this. And thank you for all the kids who showed interest and attended. And this is my biggest, source of energy to make this and share on sessions like this. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Shall we all
Okay.
chant one shloka, invoking Guru? So since it's Guru Purnima, we can just offer our prayers and this session to the Gurus, and then we can conclude our session. So please join me, everyone. Wherever you are, sit comfortably, join your palms, and close your eyes. Let's chant Guru Brahma shloka together. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwarah Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om.
All right.